Our weather conditions vary from year to year. Very wet, very dry. We'll go from cool to hot. This year we had some of the coldest we've ever had in history. Just west of here it was 31 below zero. Oklahoma had never seen that before. We've had moisture this spring, unbelievable. Some days we've got as much as 12 inches of rain in one day. It's just hard to describe the weather around here because it changes so much. Soil types, we vary in soil types. We vary in depth of topsoil. Some places we only have 4 or 5 inches of topsoil. Some places we'll have a foot or two. You know, it's some places the soil drains well. Some places it doesn't. Some places it's sandy, and we have such variations in soil types. Our corn program, we started the year with putting on about 400 pounds of 32-10-10 with AVAIL and NutriSphere-N, both applied by spreader truck at the first of the year. Probably go back and put about 30 units of nitrogen with NutriSphere on the liquid. Do it here about the 1st of June. We're using NutriSphere-N with the nitrogen to try to hold the nitrogen in the ground for the plant availability. The downpours we have here are sometimes torrential, and the leaching and stuff, you know, the volatility is just unreal sometimes. We decided to use AVAIL after being at a corn meeting that Beechner Grain put on, and they got to talking about, their agronomists got to talking about plant health and stuff, and the AVAIL, how it made the phosphorus more available and to the plant. So I decided to put it on 38 acres of wheat, right next to another 90 acres of wheat. Have a winter comparison to see how the wheat came through, and we'll see how, when harvest comes, we'll see how the result is. But the wheat came through. The wheat with the AVAIL on it was a healthier wheat all through the winter. When we walked across the field, you could just see when you got there a big difference in the wheat. We had a different guy spread fertilizer on the same company, but it was a different driver went out and top dressed the wheat, and he wanted to know what the difference was in the wheat, because the AVAIL wheat was so much healthier looking whenever he was top dressing the wheat. We had some agronomists out, and we went out and looked at the wheat. We was comparing the wheat that had AVAIL to the wheat that did not whenever it was fully headed out. The wheat that had the AVAIL on it had more grain rows than the wheat that did not have AVAIL. Usually it was on an average of 3 to 5 grain rows per head difference. Our corn program is, the fertilizer for our corn program is, we put 400 pounds of 32-10-10 with AVAIL and NutriSphere-N, both applied in the spring by fertilizer truck. Then we'll come back and top dress with about 30 units of liquid with NutriSphere at the 1st of June. We wanted to make sure that our corn had the best opportunity to make the most bushels per acre that we could get, and if spending a little bit more money on AVAIL and NutriSphere-N gained us a few bushels per acre, it was very well worth spending $8 to $10 an acre on the product to make a better yield at the end. The most important factor to me is the better the crop, the better your bottom line is at the end of the harvest season. I believe that NutriSphere and AVAIL both have helped our plant, helped our farming operation. I would most definitely recommend AVAIL and NutriSphere-N.